welcome you to Texhoma, Oklahoma for the PTCI Road Show. Tonight's game between the Felt Lady Bulldogs and the Texhoma Lady Red Devils is about to tip off. Our starters for tonight, first for Felt, a sophomore wearing number 10, Morgan Heffley. A sophomore wearing number 15, Sarah Moreno. A junior wearing number 23, Andrea Marquez. A sophomore wearing number 32, Keely Smith. A junior, number 33, Paula Chavez. For Texhoma, a senior wearing number 3, Sarah Murphy. A senior wearing 10, Braylon Beatty. Senior, number 11, Randy Yates. There's the tip. Texhoma comes away with it. Our other two starters, a senior, number 14, Caitlin Campbell, and a senior, number 25, Cayenne Schrader. Ball tipped out of bounds. Texhoma will maintain possession. Randy Yates at the point. All around the perimeter, cross-court pass. Caitlin Campbell. This is senior night for the Lady Red Devils. Pass to the top of the key, back to the left side of the perimeter. Ball into the lane, shot up by Beatty, it's good. 2-0, full court pressure. Ball passed up ahead. Bulldogs set their offense. Ball back up top, Heffley with the ball. She'll dump it off to Moreno. Back around the horn. Marquez with the ball. Back to Moreno, high post to Smith. Back outside, back to Smith. Into the lane, kicks back out. Three-point shot from Marquez, misses. Rebounded by Murphy. Texhoma back the other way. Just over 6.5 left, first quarter. 2-0, Texhoma. Ball into the post to Murphy. She'll kick back out to Beatty. Goes baseline, kicks it back to Murphy in the lane. She's going to be called for the travel as she puts up the shot. And so it's a turnover to Felt. Well, up ahead the sideline, Morena saves it from going out of bounds to Heffley to Smith in the lane. Puts up the shot, it's short. Beatty made her adjust that shot. That's probably why she missed that in part. Ball turned back over to the Lady Red Devils. Just over 6 minutes left, first quarter. 2-0 still, Lady Red Devils with the lead. Sarah Murphy at the high post, kick back out. Beatty at the high post. She'll drive, kicks back out. There's a three ball. That was Yates, missed. Moreno comes away with the rebound. Heffley up to Chavez for three in the corner. Rolls out, rebounded by Murphy. And Texhoma back the other way, 5:30 left, first quarter. Felt in a zone, they'll probably stay in that zone. They've only got one sub. Whereas on senior night, Texhoma is starting 5 seniors and have a couple more on the bench. Felt out of their 6 players has no seniors. Ball still passed around the perimeter, trying to find a hole in this zone. Here's another three ball by Yates, no good. Rebounded by Smith, gets it quickly to Heffley. Passes back to Smith across the midcourt stripe. Chavez with the ball in the corner. Heffley for three at the top of the key, missed. Loose ball on the floor, and they're going to call a jump ball. Arrow favors the Lady Bulldogs, so they'll maintain possession. 4:36 left, first quarter. Felt still looking for their first basket. Texhoma with a 2-0 lead. Ball inbounded safely. Moreno with the ball. Smith at the high post, kicks it to Chavez, wide open for three, and she drains it. 3-2, Felt with the lead. Just under 4.5 to play. Beatty passes to Schrader in the short corner. She's tied up by Chavez. So that'll be a jump ball. Texhoma will maintain possession into the game for the first time. Number 21, Crystal Hernandez, a senior, and also number 13, a sophomore, Betty Garay. Gray thought about the three, dumps it down low to the short corner. That's Murphy with the shot, missed. Moreno comes away with the rebound for Felt. Just under 4 minutes left, first quarter. Ball loose, Chavez tried to get the ball to Heffley. Hernandez stepped in front of that and got the steal. Up ahead, Beatty with the ball in the wing. Over to Garay. Campbell to Hernandez. Murphy, baseline drive, puts up the shot. It's blocked. Beatty comes away with it. And Texhoma will reset their offense. Still trying to find some holes in that zone defense. Short corner to Hernandez, back outside, high post, Murphy, she'll take the shot. It's good. 4-3 now, Texhoma with the lead. And we've got a timeout on the court, 2:52 left to play, first quarter. It's Texhoma 4, Felt 3.
When we don't talk, when we don't touch, when it doesn't feel like we're even in love, it matters to me. When I don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know if it really even matters to you, it matters to me.
Out of the timeout, Paula Chavez will inbound the ball for Felt. Ball intercepted by Murphy at midcourt. She drives all the way to the basket, puts in the layup. 6-3 now, Texhoma. Just over 2.5 left to play. Smith picks up her dribble, cross-court pass, intercepted by Hernandez, up to Garay, tries to pass it into Campbell. Campbell hit the deck there. Looked like she was fouled, but no call. Felt with the ball. 3-point shot by Chavez, it's good. And we're tied up at 6 apiece. Just over 2 minutes left, first quarter. Ball into the high post to Beatty. Back up top to Garay. She'll go to the right side, puts up the three. No good. Moreno with the rebound. Smith with the ball. She was guarded tightly by Campbell. Ball into the lane to Smith, and she's going to be called for the double dribble. Ball turned back over to Texhoma. 1:39 on the clock. We're tied up at 6 apiece. Ball into the high post to Hernandez, back outside to Campbell. Around the horn to Beatty, she'll take the three. It's a little long. Hernandez got a hand on it, but Smith comes away with it. And we'll have a foul call. Referees discuss who the foul's on. It is called on number 3, Sarah Murphy. That was her first foul of the game and also the team's first foul of the game. And Felt still with no fouls. Just over a minute to play. First quarter tied up at 6 apiece. 3 ball from the corner. That was from Chavez. She missed. Ball passed around the horn once again. Marquez to Moreno. Over to Heffley. .30 seconds left to play, first quarter. Felt content to run some clock as Texhoma backed off. Moreno picked up her dribble. She's going to have to get rid of it or a 5-second call. And she does, just as she tried to hand off to Smith. So Texhoma takes back possession with 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Beatty will bring the ball up past midcourt. Ball into the high post to Hernandez. Back outside to Yates. She puts up the 3, missed. Rebounded by Chavez. 4 seconds to play. Smith with the ball. Takes the long shot, well short. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Texhoma 6, Felt 6. Andrea Marquez inbounds the ball to Morgan Heffley for the Felt Lady Bulldogs as we begin the second quarter. Texhoma switched to a little bit of man defense. Pressuring the Lady Bulldogs a little further out than they were at the end of that first quarter. Heffley with the ball, loses control, gets it back to Moreno before there was a turnover. And Marquez tried to pass to Chavez, thought she was going to cut through towards the basket, but did not, and ball went out of bounds. Turned back over to the Lady Red Devils. 7.5 minutes left to play. First quarter, we'll knot it up at 6 apiece. Beatty with the ball on the wing. Beatty at the high post of the ball, kicks it underneath to Schrader. Schrader's shot too hard. Yates with the rebound. 3-point ball by Beatty. It's too long. Ball goes out of bounds. They'll say it's off of Smith, so it will stay with Texhoma. They'll inbound in front of the Felt bench. 7:05 left in the first half. Texhoma kind of struggling with the outside shot in this first half. You got to hit some of those if you're going to bust the zone, and they haven't been able to do that so far. Did hit 1-3 earlier. It's hard to find the holes in that zone when everybody's packed in tight. And ball goes out of bounds off of Beatty. Turned back over to Felt. Oh, full court pressure. Up to Smith. Backdoor pass to Moreno. Shot in and out. Rebounded by Schrader. Ball around the perimeter, back out front. Beatty will reset the offense. Gives it to Yates. She'll come to the top of the key. Beatty with the ball in the corner. Cross-court pass to Schrader. Had trouble collecting it. High pass. It's going to go into the backcourt, and it's over and back and turned over to Felt. 5:54 left, first half. Still tied at 6 apiece. Pressure defense by Texhoma. Long pass intercepted by Murphy. She'll drive into the lane, puts up the runner. No good. Rebounded by Marquez. Smith up ahead to Chavez. And they'll say the ball will stay with Felt as it goes out of bounds. 5:40 left first half. Still tied up at 6 apiece. Inbound pass up top to Moreno. Smith to the high post. She dumps it off. Back out top. Smith backdoor pass to Heffley. And she's going to be called for the travel. Just under 5.5 left to play. Both teams struggling at the offensive end. And another travel call. Hernandez into the game for Schrader. Ball across the midcourt stripe, and it's loose. Stolen away by Campbell. She'll go to the way to the basket, puts up the shot. It's good. 8-6. And we've got another timeout on the court. 5 minutes left in the first half. It's Texhoma 8, Felt 6.
Okay, Josh, do your stuff.
Okay, people, you know the drill. Cat food's only, guys.
Sometimes you gotta live what you believe up in your arms, 'cause that's where it starts. Right here with you and with me. What the world needs now is love.
Generosity, pass it on.
A little help from up above. Faith to me.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
So out of the timeout, Marquez will inbound the ball. Forecourt pressure by Texhoma. Ball inbounded, Chavez with it, back to Marquez. Guarded tightly by Yates, able to get the ball across the midcourt stripe. Tries to dump it off to Heffley, almost a steal by Campbell. Does maintain possession. Cross-court pass knocked out of bounds by Campbell. Garay back into the game for the Lady Red Devils. Heffley tries to save it from going out of bounds. Can't do it. Ball turned over to Texhoma. 4:37 left to play, first half. Texhoma 8, Felt 6. Texhoma with the ball. Ball passed into Hernandez in the lane. Foul called. It's going to be on Keely Smith. That'll be her first, and actually the team's first. A whole 2 fouls called so far. Beatty with the ball in the corner, passes to Murphy. Ball was too deep and out of bounds, turned back over to Felt. Full court pressure again by Texhoma. Passed ahead, little bit too high for Chavez. Goes out of bounds right in front of the Texhoma bench. Turned back over. 4:16 on the first half clock. Garay passes to Murphy in the lane. Murphy back outside. Garay open for 3. It's good. 11-6 now. Texhoma with the lead. Heffley called for the double dribble as she hesitated just before she passed to Marquez, so we've got another turnover. Texhoma inbounding the ball underneath their basket. Garay open for another 3 from the wing. It's good, back to back. 14-6 now the score. 8 in a row for the Texhoma Lady Red Devils. Up ball up past midcourt. Chavez with the ball in the corner. Tries to get it to Smith. Down in the post. Ball stolen away. It's Campbell with it. Into the front court. Cross court pass to Beatty. Beatty to the high post. Back outside to Campbell. Ball tipped. Stolen away. Chavez with the steal. Heffley with the ball. She'll drive all the way to the baseline. Kicks back out. Chavez for 3. No good. Rebounded by Marquez. Chavez off to Heffley. Heffley drives in the lane, dumps off to Smith underneath the basket, gets it to roll over the top and in for the basket. And we've got another timeout on the court with 3:04 still left in the first half. It's Texhoma 14, Felt 8.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Yates inbounds the ball to Beatty out of the timeout for the Lady Red Devils. Heffley with a little man pressure up tight. Ball passed around the perimeter. Looking for holes in that zone defense. Beatty back outside to Murphy for three. It's good. Rolls around and falls in. 17-8 the score. Just under 2.5 left to play. First half. 11-2 run by Texhoma after a 6-6 tie for the first quarter and well into the second, actually. Just over 2 minutes to play first half. Turnovers have really been the key for the Lady Red Devils as their full court pressure has caused some turnovers and led to easy baskets for them. Heffley drives baseline, puts up the little floater, missed, rebounded by Beatty. Quickly back the other way, trying to find somebody to pass. Finds Murphy. Murphy's shot just a little too strong, and Marquez comes away with the rebound. Passes ahead. Garay comes away with the loose ball. Minute and a half to play. Ball into the post to Murphy, back outside to Yates. Gray, ball tipped, trying to pass to Beatty. Cross-court pass from Murphy to Yates. Missed the three, and ball goes out of bounds, turned over to Felt. Schrader back into the game. Murphy will take a little respite on the bench. 1:06 left, first half. Ball passed into Smith, full court pressure. Heffley with the ball. Up ahead to a wide open Chavez. Moreno backdoor, missed the shot, just a little too strong on the layup. Beatty comes away with the rebound. We're under a minute left, first half. Beatty into the lane, puts up the shot, it's partially blocked. Schrader gets it and puts it up and in. 19-8 now the score, 45 seconds left, first half. Smith with the ball, tight coverage by Yates. Picked up her dribble, and we've got a foul call. And it's going to be on Randy Yates. That'll be her first, just the team's second foul. 34 seconds left, first half, 19-8 now, Texhoma leads. .20 seconds to play. Marquez pulls back out as Felt holds for the last shot. 15 seconds left. Smith with the ball now. 10 seconds to play, first half. 5 seconds. Heffley with the ball, 2 seconds. Puts up the three, no good. So at the half, it's Texhoma 19, Felt 8. As we start the second half, Breland Beatty inbounds the ball to Caitlin Campbell, tightly guarded by Morgan Heffley. Gets it safely across the midcourt stripe. Ball passed into the lane, tipped out by Moreno. Last touch by Campbell, so turnover to the Lady Bulldogs. Ball across the midcourt stripe. Smith with the ball to the high post, kicks it to Heffley outside. Over to Moreno. Marquez with the ball. Man pressure by the Lady Red Devils. Ball to Heffley in the corner. She tries to drive baseline on Campbell. Pass underneath the Smith. Just a real nice pass there for the easy basket. 19-10 now the score. Just over 7 left in the third quarter. Campbell brings the ball up past the midcourt strike. Gets it to Yates. Into Schrader at the high post. Cross court. 3-ball by Campbell. No good. Chavez comes away with it. Up quickly ahead to Smith. She saves it from going out of bounds. She'll get it to Marquez. Back out top. Moreno with the ball. Over to Heffley. Pick and roll to Smith. Back outside Heffley. She'll take the 3. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy was the leading scorer for the Lady Red Devils in the first half. Had 7 points. Betty Garay was next with 6. She had a pair of 3-pointers. For Felt, it was Andrea Marquez who had 6 of their 8 points. She hit a pair of 3-pointers as well. Beatty with the ball in the corner. Back out top, Campbell. Over to Schrader. Beatty in the other corner. All still being passed around the perimeter. Tipped by Chavez. Back out top. Into Murphy. Has to kick it back outside. There's Campbell in the lane. She'll kick back out. Yates has trouble controlling it. Lady Red Devils being very patient right now offensively, leading 19-10. Using up clock, but making the Felt defense move. Trying to find those gaps. Campbell thought about the 3. Ball intercepted as Beatty tried to get the ball into the post, intercepted by Chavez. Moreno picks up her dribble, able to get it to Smith. She'll hand off to Heffley, who goes in the lane, puts up the shot, and falls short, but she's fouled. Foul is on Sarah Murphy. That's her second. First of the second half. So it'll be Heffley at the line for 2 shots. First shot is up and it's good. 4:31 left to play. Third quarter. Texhoma leads 19-11. Garay and Hernandez back into the game for Texhoma. Heffley's second shot is up and off the front of the rim, tipped around. And they'll say it was last off of Moreno, so it will stay with Texhoma. Ray guarded tightly by Marquez. Gets it to Beatty at the high post. She steps into the lane, puts up the shot. It's good. 21-11 now the score. Just over 4 minutes left play, third quarter. Intercepted by Beatty. She'll pass across the lane to Garay, who hits the running layup. 23-11. Clock rolls just under 4 minutes. Long pass to Moreno. She's double teamed. Able to get through it, get it to Marquez. Marquez over to Chavez. She'll put up the 3. It's good. That's her third of the game. Or actually, that was her first. The other 2 were by Marquez. 23-14 now the score. 3.5 to play. Beatty at the high post. Down low pass to Hernandez. It was loose, but Campbell comes away with it outside. Loose ball again. Smith comes away with it for Felt this time. Marquez double teamed. Steps through, passes ahead to Smith, up to Heffley. Back outside, Marquez with the ball. Chavez in the corner for three. No good. Campbell with the long rebound. Just under 3 to play, third quarter, 23-14. Beatty drives in the lane, puts up the shot. It's short, gets her own rebound. Has to kick it back out. Tried to get it to Garay, but Marquez stepped in the way. Up to Heffley. She'll drive in the lane, puts up the shot. It's good. 23-16 now the score. Just over 2.5 left, third quarter. Felt already matching their first half output with 8 points in this third quarter. Ball passed around the perimeter. Beatty with the ball in the right wing. Cross-court pass to Campbell. She'll drive in the lane, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Murphy, and she's fouled. Foul is called on number 32, Keely Smith. That'll be her second, team's first. So it'll be Sarah Murphy at the line for 2 shots. Murphy's first shot is up and good. Randy Yates into the game. She'll take Caitlin Campbell's spot. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Texhoma with a 24-16 lead. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Moreno. Gets it to Heffley, who long cross-court pass to Chavez. Passes it back to Smith. Too high, though. Marquez saves it from going out of bounds. Back up top to Moreno. Over to Heffley. Over to Chavez. Ball passed around the perimeter, into the post, high pass to Keely Smith, back outside to Chavez. 3, it's another 3 for Chavez. 24-19 now the score, just under 1.5 minutes left. Third quarter. Felt has cut the lead back to 5. Garay with the ball, she's double teamed. Pass intercepted by Smith, up the head to Heffley. She's got it across the midcourt stripe. Over to Smith, who drives in the lane and draws the foul. That foul is going to be on Crystal Hernandez. That'll be her first, team's second. Schrader into the game. Heffley tried to get the ball to Smith underneath the basket. I don't know if Smith saw that or not, but the ball went past her and out of bounds, so it's turned over to Texhoma. 1:02 left, third quarter. 24-19, Texhoma leads. Beatty with the ball, over to Garay. Ball into the high post to Schrader, back outside, Garay for 3, it's good! 27-19, 45 seconds left to play. Marquez up ahead to Chavez. Over to Moreno. Back out top, Heffley to Marquez. She'll take the 3. Off the back iron, rebounded by Moreno, and she's fouled. That foul is going to be on number 11, Randy Yates. That'll be her second, team's third. 31 seconds left on the clock. They'll inbound along the baseline. Ball into the post to Smith. Kicks back out. Heffley for 3. No good. Rebounded by Hernandez. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Garay brings it up for the Lady Red Devils. Off to Beatty. Beatty tries to go baseline. Has it tapped away by Chavez. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Texhoma. 12.8 seconds left. Third quarter. Ball tipped by Chavez. Heffley got it, but Yates comes away with it. Beatty with the ball. 7 seconds to play. Shot from the free throw line by Schrader is good. 29-19. 2 seconds, 1 second. Shot from midcourt, no good. So at the end of 3 quarters, it's Texhoma 29, Felt 19. And as we begin the 4th quarter, Andrea Marquez inbounds the ball to Morgan Heffley as Felt has possession, trailing by 10 points, 29-19. Ball into the post to Smith. Blocked by Schrader, but she's going to be called for the foul. That's Schrader's first foul, team's 4th. So Smith at the line for 2 shots. First shot is up and it's good. 29-20 now the score with 7:44 left to play in the contest. Smith's second offering is up and it's good. 29-21. Yates with the ball, bringing it across the midcourt stripe. Cross court pass to Campbell. Ball into the post to Murphy. Tipped away by Moreno there, but she's going to be called for the foul. That's her first, team's second. So Texhoma will inbound underneath the basket. 7:28 to play. Inbounded to Riley Higgins in the game. Campbell thought about the 3, tries to pass it to Murphy. She's double teamed. Smith comes away with it for Felt. Up ahead to Heffley. Back out top. Three-point shot by Heffley is good. 29-24. We've got a timeout on the court. 6:55 left to play. It's Texhoma 29, Felt 24. So out of the timeout. Texhoma with possession of the ball after the 3-point basket to make it a 5-point game by Heffley. Ball pass to Beatty. She's in the lane. Kicks it back out to Higgins. Up top, Beatty with the long 3 off the front of the rim. Long rebound by Higgins. Ball taken away by Marquez. Heffley with the ball, passes it into Smith. Back out to Heffley for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Murphy. Texhoma quickly ahead. Beatty with the ball, drives baseline. Kicks it back out to Higgins, puts up the shot along the baseline. Rebounded by Chavez. She'll get it to Moreno. And up to Marquez. 6 minutes to play. 5-point ball game. Texhoma with the lead, into the post to Smith. She puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Cross court pass to Campbell. Campbell drives in the lane, dishes off to Beatty, puts up the shot, in and out. Rebounded by Murphy. Tries to go up and she's fouled by Smith. That'll be Smith's 3rd foul. Team's 3rd. So Sarah Murphy will be at the line. Her first shot is up and good. Yates and Hernandez in for Higgins and Schrader. 5:33 left in the contest, 30-24, Texhoma with the lead. Sarah Murphy at the line for her second shot, and she makes it. 31-24 now the score. Full court pressure by Texhoma. Heffley with the ball, up ahead to Moreno. Quickly to Smith, she drives to the basket, puts up the shot, partially blocked, gets it back. Chavez puts up the three. It's good in the corner. 31-27 now the score. Yates with the ball at the top of the key. Back over to Beatty. She'll put up the three. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Smith. Up ahead to Heffley. She'll race all the way to the basket. Up and under. No good. Ball's loose on the floor. Jump ball. And the arrow favors Texhoma. Garay back into the game for Texhoma. She'll take Campbell's spot. 4:47 left to play. Texhoma 31. Felt 27. Beatty tries to get the ball into Murphy. And got a 3-second call. Ball turned back over to Felt. They've cut the lead back to 4. Smith up ahead to Chavez. Cross court pass to Moreno. Back out top. Marquez thought about the three, but she traveled. Ball passed to the high post to Beatty. She tries to dump it off underneath to Murphy. Makes a great move to get to the basket. Puts it up and in. 33-27 now. 4 minutes to play. Long cross-court pass to Chavez. Bounces over her head and out of bounds. Turnover. Ball in the high post to Murphy, down low to Hernandez. Back to Murphy at the high post again. Back outside, Garay for a three from the top of the key. Hernandez with the rebound to Murphy. And it's up and good. 35-27 now. Texhoma building on their lead. 3:20 to play. Marquez with a long three off the front of the rim. Gets it to fall. 35-30, and we've got a timeout on the court. 3:12 to play. It's Texhoma 35, Felt 30. Oh, yeah, definitely. So out of the timeout, it will be Garay inbounding the ball for Texhoma. Felt's really stayed in this ball game. It's still a 5-point game. They've been able to do that with the three ball. Nailed 7 threes so far. Murphy with the shot at the free throw line, missed. Ball out of bounds. Beatty tried to save it, but couldn't quite get to it in time. Felt ball, just under 3 minutes to play. Felt trying to make this a one-possession game with the basket on this possession. Loose ball, Chavez comes away with it. Beatty almost had her hands on it there. Smith with the ball on the block. Kicks it back out to Heffley, over to Marquez. Moreno back to Heffley. Yates tried to get the steal, couldn't quite get to it. Ball tipped, but Marquez comes away with it. Back out top. Into the corner. Marquez along the baseline. Passes to Smith, wide open for the basket. 35-32. 2 minutes to play. Yates with the ball in the wing, passes back to Gray, over to Beatty. 3-point ball game, ball at the high post to Murphy, back out top to Beatty. She'll bring it back out front. Reset the offense for the Lady Red Devils, who lead by 3. Texhoma led by 11 at the half. Beatty drives all the way to the basket, past 3 Felt defenders, scores the layup, 37-32 now the score. Minute 15 left. Chavez looked like she could have taken the 3 there. She's hit several tonight. Back out top, Moreno with it. She'll get it to Marquez. Just a minute to play. Long lob pass to Smith. Can't get the shot to fall. Murphy comes away with it, brings it into the front court. And we've got a timeout on the court. 55 seconds left to play. Texhoma 37, Felt 32.
You fill up my senses like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again.
So out of the timeout, it'll be Caitlin Campbell inbounding the ball into the backcourt to Braylon Beatty. She brings it into the front court. 50 seconds left to play. Yates with the ball tightly covered by Heffley. Over to Campbell. Over to Schrader. Texhoma in no hurry, leading by 5 points. Beatty's just out there by herself. Should just stand there with it until they come out and defend her. Moreno comes out. Beatty easily passed her. And there's finally a foul on the court. It is Smith will be called for the foul. That'll be her 4th, team's 4th. 26 seconds left to play. Texhoma with the ball and a 5-point lead. Ball inbounded safely to Murphy. Campbell brings it back out top over to Yates. And that's going to be the 5th foul on Smith. She's fouled out of the game with 14 seconds left to play. Amke Zimmerman, number 21, is into the game for Felt. Beatty with the ball. 10 seconds to play. Final seconds are ticking off. Campbell with the ball, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the game. And the Texhoma Lady Red Devils have defeated the Felt Lady Bulldogs on senior night, 37-32. We thank you for joining us tonight on the PTCI Roadshow. Hope you'll stick around for the men's edition. It's coming up next.
I would like to now introduce to you our seniors and their escorts. Our first senior this evening will be Riley Higgins. Riley is the daughter of Greg and Trina Higgins. This evening she is being escorted by her father Greg, sister Reagan, and Papa Jack. Riley's future plans are to play golf at Oklahoma Panhandle State while majoring in education. Next will be Braylon Beatty. She is the daughter of Chris and Sharisa Beatty, and they are her escorts this evening. Braylon plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in human sciences. Our next senior is Slay Brand. His parents are Crystal and Ryan Jackson and Ty and Gina Brand. Slay is escorted by his parents and siblings. He plans to attend West Texas A&M University and major in animal and human chiropractic studies. Our next senior is Corey Brown. His parents are Michael and Stacy Capps. Corey is escorted this evening by his mom, Stacy Capps, and his plans are to attend Oklahoma State University and major in marketing. Our next senior is Caitlin Campbell. Our next two seniors are Caitlin Campbell and Catalina Del Rio. Caitlin's parents are Arva and Shannon Word, as are Catalina's. They are escorted by their parents and sister Kirsten this evening, along with Isaac, Catalina's brother. Caitlin plans to attend Dodge City Community College to run cross country and track while majoring in pre-med. Catalina's plans are to attend St. Gregory's University to run cross country and track. Next up is McKenna Davison. Her parents are John and Joanna Davison, and they serve as their escorts this evening along with sister Kate. McKenna plans to attend Texas Tech and major in animal science. Our next senior is Jessica Garrison. Her parents are David Garrison and Pam Freeman. She is escorted by her parents, Brianne Garrison, Robert Freeman, and her siblings. She plans to attend Northern Oklahoma College in Stillwater and then transfer to OSU to get a degree in education. Next up is Matthew Geip. Matthew's parents are Allison Geip and Kenneth Geip. He is escorted by his mother and his brothers and his dad, Ken Geip. Brandon and Kyle are his brothers. His future plans are to attend college for a coaching degree. Our next senior is Crystal Hernandez. Her parents are Miguel and Janina Hernandez. She is escorted by her parents and her brother, Junior. She plans to attend OU and major in dentistry. Our next senior is Hannah Johnson. Her parents are Jennifer Johnson and Alejo Ortega. She is escorted by her parents, two sisters, and a brother. And her plans are to major in political science and go into politics. Our next senior is Michael Johnson. His parents are David and Cindy Johnson, and they serve as his escorts this evening. Michael plans to attend Oklahoma State University. Next senior is Sarah Murphy. Her parents are Jay and Corey Murphy, and they are her escorts this evening, along with brother Jacob. She plans to attend Oklahoma Panhandle State University and major in physical therapy, sports management, and athletic training. Kyan Schrader is our next senior. Her parents are Tom and Darla Schrader. She's being escorted by her parents, Tom and Darla, Sister Sheridan and Brother Jackson. And her plans are to attend college and get a degree in speech pathology. Our next senior will be Coulter Sheets. His parents are Trey and Ginger Sheets, and they serve as his escort this evening along with Sister Carly. Coulter plans to attend college for 1 year, then join the Air Force and become a firefighter. And Randy Yates is our final senior. Her parents are Wayne Yates and Tanya Yates. She's being escorted by her parents and her sister Sydney. Randy plans to attend college in Nashville, Tennessee to get a degree in music, business, and management. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more big hand for these graduating seniors and their families. Thank you very much.
Y'all got any food in there?
It's all about attitude. It's all about kindness. It's all about community. Experience Living Green. Reach toward your goals, no matter how small or big they appear. It's all about encouraging others and being a part of this community and being a better you. The Living Green family of races has been a part of hundreds of people's lives, encouraging them to never give up on themselves or their community. For more than half a decade, Living Green has reinforced its philosophy that it's never too late to begin a healthy lifestyle. Every moment in life essentially begins with a single step: perseverance, attitude, and never giving up. Walk, run, volunteer, and cheer, and be a part of the Living Green experience.